All right, Shalom, Shalom, with the Brothers of Great Millstone, Church in Birmingham, Alabama. As always, want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Hakodash.
Again, in ancient Hebrew tongue, known to the great name of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. Also, like to give double honor to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there. As always, the believers, Akim as well as the Aqua, those of you subscribe to the testimony of our Lord Yahushua. So yeah, we back out here once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahushua once more to declare the downfall and collapse and overall destruction of the place of America, Babylon the Great. But before we get into it, I wanted to real quick address a question that was posed by way of the comment board as touching Matthew the 19th chapter concerning the disciples ruling over the 12 tribes in each generation, which I perceive the individual to be sincere and they question it. So real briefly, we're going to address that. Now, when it comes to the salvation overall, we know there's a process. And a lot of times, you can view it through the lenses of the world. Meaning what? You watch a good movie, right? You have the damsel in distress, she get delivered, the bad guy get destroyed, and the hero and the damsel ride off to the sunset, and it's climax with the end. Well, that doesn't apply to this reality. In fact, it's going to be only the beginning when the destruction takes place and the deliverance of the elect of the nation of Israel. And that's outlined in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. Right? Let's get that real quick. If you got it, whoever got it, bring it up.
So 2nd Ezra, chapter 6,
Let's go straight to the point.
in verse 9, it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth."
So again, Esau, we all know that's concerning the so-called white man in his current existence. Him and his height that's touching this rulership, this throne in America. At the destruction of this place, that's going to perfect his end. But it goes on to say, and Jacob is the beginning. So there's a broad future, right? Now, the scripture doesn't go into every detail. It's murky in some spots, right? We know in part and we prophesy. But we do know when we come back down to the planet Earth, see, that's a part of the movie. We're going to actually come back down. Give me that, what's that, Revelation? We're going to come back down into the planet Earth, into this realm, not to stunt, but to bring order. We're going to obviously fulfill, is that Amos, the 9th chapter? His hands shall dig them out of the grave. We're going to pull these Edomites, beginning with the elites, right? Out of those holes, out of those bunkers, and we're going to slap chains on them. That's going to come with us coming back down in the planet Earth establishing things. Oh yeah, y'all good. Come on, get up. And also, we're gonna judge over the tribes of Israel when we come back down. We're gonna see what we're talking about in a second. Because in the world to come, we're not gonna have to judge over Israel. We're gonna be king. But when you read Isaiah, the 60th chapter, it outlines the fact that we're gonna, Salaki, the nations is gonna build up our wall. So the kingdom of heaven is not gonna just thing, right? No, these heathens is gonna build up the kingdom, man. Scriptures tell you how these devils is gonna bury the dead body. So it's gonna be a lot of, look, the so-called white man threw everything off course. So we're gonna be responsible through the spirit and power of Yahweh for orchestrating that order back in the planet Earth. Come on, Al.
This is Revelation 21. I started verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth will pass away.
Right, that's concerning this current rulership, man. The new heaven represents those who occupy the power seat, which by default serves as the driving force of the results of the planet Earth. Oh, that's spirit. That's spirit. That's spirit of Yahweh outside. Yeah. Call on Yahweh. It's going to pass away, man. There's going to be no more of that. The Lord always make his point, man.
Yep. Right here.
Yeah. Oh, the leg.
Yep, that's it. Now you on the ground.
Come and sit in the dust.
Comes out, took right out of my mouth. That's what I was going to say. Come down and
Revelation 21 and 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth will pass away.
Yep. First heaven and the first earth will pass away, man. That's concerning the one who came out first. Esau, man. That's going to pass away, man. That's why those key buzzwords there, so the wise amongst the people can connect the dots. Come on.
It says that there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven.
Right, so that New Jerusalem is concerned as the governing body. We're going to come down from heaven. What?
It says prepared as a bride adorned
Right
for
now,
her
you know,
husband.
I just wanted to, elaborate more on that, man. That was heavy, man. Just let it kind of clear up. Hey, you had two fucking carpet munchers on a date. Right by the bitch collapsed and fell on the bike, man. As we was bringing out the decree that this current reality will eventually pass away, man. Come on, man. Hey, that was spiritual, man. Come on, man.
It says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the power himself shall be with them, and be their power. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Right, the former things, meaning pork, then on the menu, right, the LGBTQ, that's going to pass away. And ultimately, a man inferior to us, the bottom of the bottom, the innermost part of the nation, the weakest amongst the nation, him occupying the power seat and governing over us will be no more. Right? This contributes to the good news and glad tidings. But again, we're going to come back down into the planet Earth. And we're going to establish it. What's that? Exodus the 20th chapter, I believe. That passed on the Ezekiel 20, like, yep, 20th chapter. So when we come back down in the planet Earth, we're going to establish order once more, right? And that's going to include the tribe. Because remember, first and foremost, the main deliverance is going to take place over here in Babylon. It tells you that in Micah, the 4th chapter. But you're going to have Israelites scattered throughout the world, even in rural areas, who haven't maybe heard of. Right? So we're going to have to establish them. Come on.
This is Ezekiel chapter 20. I started 33. It said, As I live, said the Lord power, surely with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out, will I rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered, with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt.
Right, which came after the deliverance. So after this deliverance, the Lord is going to gather Israelites once more and plead with you, man. So again, it's not the end once we are delivered. No, we're going to be given the task through the Spirit of power of Yahweh Shema Shai to set things in that order. Because you're going to have, matter of fact, continue.
It says, and I will cause you to pass out of the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant.
See that? Go ahead.
And I will purge out from among you the rebels.
Right, so you're going to have rebels. That must be purged out. Everything is going to be thoroughly set in order. Not like it's going to be a few Israelites in Brazil, somewhere in the forest, hunting with spears and eating abominable things. So the Lord is going to use the governing body to come down in the planet Earth. And that's going to be a process of us setting things in order. That's why we're going to have to be given a new body. In contrast to Esau. When Esau was given power, he had to die. That's why, what's this guy, Bauer? Right. He was adamant about teaching his son. Why? Because he knew he had to die. And he had to make sure his landing was soft when he came through the lineage. And we speaking to the serious mind. And he come through that lineage because they didn't have forever or eternal. So they had to keep in the present. We said, this lineage centered around dying. But we're going to be given a new body to carry out this long task of setting order in the planet Earth. So I hope that made sense. All right. So now let's get to the order of business, the task at hand, condemning America, Babylon the Great, man. Go to Isaiah. You got a precept? Go to Isaiah the 47th chapter. Because there's no way we can play this off. If the Spirit on you, you're going to be compelled to come out here and expound on the intents of Yahweh Shema Shai. Who could, matter of fact, give me that. Who could but prophesy in that case? Because if the testimony of Yahweh Shai is within you, if the Lord abide in you, then naturally, by default, you're going to be in the spirit of condemning the world. And let's say if the Lord didn't give us this platform, the Spirit was on, we'll be in restaurants and shit, personally. Right? Saying, look, see that pork, that ain't right. And what Yahweh said, even the very stones would cry out from that powerful spirit, the spirit of prophecy, man. So I don't give a damn if we becoming a problem with the mayor or and they hoping that this will fizzle out. No, we're going to continue that continual coming of the widow. All right, come on.
God, this is Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets.
Right, and this is what set us apart from the masses. Yeah, we might read out of the same text, book, technically, but we have been given the secrets, which in turn, we convey those mysteries to the sincere listeners out there. Hence distinguishing, hey man, see that's why, hey man, see, the Lord, man, he make his point, man, that's why this place is going to be destroyed. You got a full Conor McGregor walking around in a fucking skirt.
First claim we gonna make. This is not a skirt. This is a kilt.
That's a fucking skirt,
kilt,
man.
How you look at it?
That ain't technically a kilt. It's in a traditional sense. Right, yeah.
I definitely said kilt shorter than that. Yeah, that's exactly what that is, man. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. For the whole family.
See that Esau for you, man. And then Jake want to take it to a whole another level. Like the brother put on the check, LeBron James with the fucking body armor shirt on with the pink, whatever you want to call it, kilt, but it's a skirt. Then he had the man purse to match the motherfucker, man. I ran on some pink Jordan.
Yeah, I thought it real tall.
Probably did, yeah.
Yep, come on.
Come, the lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord power has spoken. Who can but prophesy?
See, the Lord has spoken. Who can but prophesy, man? So again, so just like, again, Yahweh Shai said, even the rocks are cried, man, because the king coming. And we was given the task of introducing Yahweh Shai to the planet Earth, serving as somewhere heralds, making way for the return of Yahweh Shai, bringing full circle hell out of here. They should find you. I think they do that in Florida, like certain cars that's not up to par. They do that now for you. Well, I was a cop, I'll pull your ass over. Yeah. Muffled. I like up the strap. Yeah, come on, huh? I was like, but like I was saying, that brings the ministry full circle. Because John, pretty much when you consider John the Baptist, he prepared the way of the coming of our Lord. Right? We were set up in the stead of preparing the return. Good, of Yahweh Shai.
Real quick, you remember years back? He was at the fountain, the Edomite, which he perceived to be an Edomite. He looked like an Edomite. Right? His outer appearance looked like an Edomite, but the statement that he made was, you guys remind me of John the Baptist.
Oh, yeah.
We quickly replied, yeah, that's right, because we coming in, like the elder was talking about, we coming in the spirit, right, of John the Baptist. John the Baptist, what is that, John the first chapter, this is the one that I spoke of, that was before me, that was going to come after me, roughly paraphrasing. All right, so this is the same thing that we're doing. We're heralding, you know, the herald will come out, hear ye, you know,
Right.
blow the trumpet.
Yep. Yep.
Blow the trumpet, you know.
Here comes the king.
Make way.
Make way for the king.
That's what we're doing.
And there's a lot of similarities with us and John. Remember, John was also comforted in the prison.
Yep. Rough garments.
Yeah. Comforted in the prison. Yeah. And John was a Levite. He really left off from the traditional way, right, of how the officers, he went out into the wilderness.
Exactly. Well, what you went out to see. Rough garments.
That's us. We, you know, those rough garments, what we found out, represent the rough nature of the doctrine. Because Yahweh Shai also said, those with soft raiment is found in King Palace. That means they're connected with the powers that be. So these guys with these soft doctrines, the world friendly, they found in King Palace. They associate themselves with the powers. They got 501c3, they found in King Palace. Versus the poor man with vile raiment. Yeah. What was you expecting? If you really knew Yahweh Shai, which the scriptures call our Lord an austere man, then this would mean the ministry and the extension of it, the reflection of that ministry will be in that same nature. We will be rough, and we will go out amongst the people and condemn the people. Especially America, Babylon the Great. This is the wickedest kingdom ever erected on the planet Earth. If anybody want to step in on behalf of Americans, the floor is yours. But I dare you, according to the Bible and the standards of the Bible, make a case for America. That's why these nations is preparing a sword, these missiles, to fulfill biblical prophecy, man, and overthrowing the horse, America, Babylon the Great, man, which will go down in infamy as a beautiful piece of work at the hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. If that's the true name of the heavens, the powers of heavens and earth. Yeah, come on.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, and verse 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Right, the evil that is sown, that's a dark saying for America, man. This is where you have wickedness at your access. Esau has facilitated wickedness. You got amps. That's all I got to say. I have to say no more. You got apps to facilitate the wickedness of these people, man. And you can see the countenance of these people, man. You can just tell, you know, you can probably place a safe bet. One of these motherfuckers dating a hamster. Or I got a crush on a gerbil. I mean, it sounds crazy, but that's how sick this place is, man. They show you that in these movies. Remember Nutty Professor? At the end, when that giant gerbil, raped the professor. That wasn't just a random scene. That was
says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place,
see, and if the place, so that proves that the Lord has his sights on a certain place. Just as with Nineveh, just as with Sodom and Gomorrah and the 5 neighboring cities. Just as with the old world in the time of Noah. The Lord has set his sights on America, man. Babylon the Great. Go ahead, huh?
and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that it's sown in good.
Oh, and that complements what we opened up with, what we made mention of. Oh, no, we opened up with that. Revelation 21st. The first heavens and earth shall pass away. So that's the evil, the place where the evil that's sown, that shall be passed away. And how would it pass away? 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, by way of a great noise. Hence, World War III, baby. That's what we were sent to prophesy. All right, come on, we can go back. Yep.
Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right, now that's not concerning ancient Babylon. This is speaking to the virgin daughter. Yeah, me too, what? Which your daughter comes after you. So now this is the scriptures giving you clarity concerning the chronological order of the visitation of the God of the Bible. He's coming to destroy America. And that's the biggest, and that's the task that you're getting. The task of conveying that message to the people and your security, right? You people don't want to hear the destruction of America, man.
God, it says, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right. America is in a sharp decline. And it's falling rapidly. Even the morale of the people. That was the time when you was patriotic American, optimistic, man. Now you have to even agree, man. Hold up, there's something to this, man. The nations, you see the nations beginning to come together as promised. You have the BRICS nations. You see the nations beginning to draw back from the American dollar, petrodollar. That's an indicator of your fall. You're not exempt from the ancient nations that fell, the ancient Babylonians, the Persian, the Media, the Persian Empire, the Greco-Roman Empire. You're gonna fall too, man. And these Edomites pride is all hell. Scripture be accurate. That was a perfect assessment when it spoke to the pride of the devil, man, who said in their heart they will not be removed. Scripture speaks about how their reasoning centers around continuing forever. Not understanding that the Lord has numbered the days of this kingdom, man. You was already written out of existence. Yeah, preach about it.
I was looking for in the days of those.
Daniel.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, and verse 44. It says, And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom.
Right. Hey, can you look up that word set up? So what we read about is biblical prophecy, man. Lord said in the days of these kings, he's going to set up a nation. Kingdom. And those kings is pretty much concerned in his lifetime and his perfection. How do we know that? You read Revelation the 17th chapter. It speaks about how the nations will be given 1 hour to rule with the beast. So that's concerning this conglomerate of nations. Right? You have the UN, you have these certain seats. So in the days of those kings, God said he's going to raise up a kingdom right before your eyes. God is engineering the kingdom, man. Come on.
Son, Strong's H, 69, 65, or 66, like it says, to arise, stand, to rise from, to come on the scene.
To come on the scene, man. Right? Where do we start with that? First and foremost, the internet. Matthew, we'll read the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. Yahweh spoke concerning this very matter and how this gospel of the what? Of the kingdom shall be preached throughout all the world. How was that feat accomplished through the internet? So the Lord literally brought the prophets of old back on the scene. See that? Also it says stand, arise. That's concerning the temple, the erecting of the third temple. And you know what that's equivalent to? You at war, right? And right behind enemy lines, your enemy build a fort. Right? Right behind enemy lines, your enemy build a fort right up and right behind. That's it. So the Lord raised the temple up right over here in America, man. Solomon raised his temple up in America as a flat. It's like graffiti, like the tag. You know, you in the hood, you see a nigga tag like, oh, there's somebody over here, man. See that? So the Lord said he would bring the government on the scene. Yeah, come on.
Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
That's it, man. Hey, because, hey, that falling goes into us falling away as a people. But we died too, man. Right? Fucking this cheap.
It says, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Right. The Lord said he's going to build us up as in the days of old. And what happened in the days of old? We had dominion, and that dominion was over our enemies, man. Edom in particular. So that comes with, it's bigger than armbands. You know, you have jackets that want to look the part. But what else came with the old? We had the nation securely under us, right? It was under our subjection. That contributes to the favor of Yahweh. That's why this is not for just black people or Puerto Rican. You know, this is for the elect, man, who appreciate the favor of having dominion over our enemies. This little peanut head, this little nigga Charleston White, man. That should be, right, you know how you have what would you call them? You get together before work, they have
like a Sunday meeting.
yeah, that's one, like a second meeting. They have something before you start a job.
Orientation, that's it.
One.
That's it,
A part of the orientation should be a clip of that nigga, Charleston White. That should be a part of the orientation. You come in one-on-one on the separation between the mindset and the fucking nigga, man. And the nigga, he actually was, that was his reasoning. Right? He was leaning towards what he thought was best. He said, Lord, please don't ever let black folk have the dominion over white folk. That's it. That's it. And you should get pissed. Right? That's a sick dude, man. But his reasoning was because we're gonna do white folk wrong. We're gonna do them wrong. Yeah, you damn right we're gonna do them wrong. Look how they did us, man. That's true justice. So, hey, when you read Psalms, the 2nd chapter, for an example, as touching the king who the Lord will sit upon his holy hill, which is our Lord Yahushua, what came with that dominion? He will have dominion and power over the nation. Right. He will rule over them as a potter. I mean, he will break them. Yep, as a potter's clay. Which, for those who really didn't get that message, when you read it in Psalms, the 2nd chapter, it was reiterated in Revelation, the 2nd chapter. But the Lord went really into more intimate detail. He made the statement where those who follow Yahushua pretty much and continue in the doctrine will be given that same purpose. We will be given the rod of iron, and what we're going to do with it? We're going to beat the nations into submission. All right, so come on,
I got something for you all day. Lord set up somebody in Egypt, America. This is Isaiah 19. In verse 19, it says, in that day shall there be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt.
Right, yep, that's the temple. The Lord raised up a temple behind enemy lines, a fort, so to speak. The altar in which we are to magnify the true powers of heavens and earth. Come on, huh?
It says, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord, and it shall be for a sign and a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt. For they shall cry unto the Lord because of the oppressors, and he shall send them.
Yeah, what the brother reads is a vivid illustration of the ministry as touching the various camps that have sprung forth throughout America. Babylon is great, throughout the world for that matter, near and far. These are altars in which we cry out to the Lord as a reminder of the people on his side and us being oppressed by our enemies, in which the Lord is going to avenge us, man. You think this state going to continue forever? That's the state of a man right now. Like that? No, man. Oh yeah, executive. On the executive senate, the executive and plan. Oh, that's quarterback.
It's Sunny Seat. What about Hollywood?
Quarterback.
Hollywood Sunshine.
Oh, yeah, Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
That is like sunshine. Yeah, exactly. I got you.
Kind of finish it off. It says, and he shall send them a savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them.
Right, that's dealing with Yahushua, who's coming to redeem his people, man. Beginning that prophet, those who cleave unto the word. I said, come on, yeah.
Just concerning what you said about this heathen, Charleston White said about us ruling over Esau and how it would be, you don't want Jacob to rule over Esau because we're going to do him wrong. Galatians 6 and 7, it says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. We'll read it one more time. It says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So concerning Esau, that's what Esau have sown. Right? What is that? Revelation. When it speaks about he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So that's true justification, that's true reparation. Right? That's how the Most High works. Right? In a justifiable manner. And that should be justified. For us to beat the heads of these Edomites, man. Because even unto this day, man, they still got their foot on our backs, foot on our necks. Right? It may not be physically, but it's on paper, man. They're using the pen. You know, like I heard one Jake said, you know, it was a woman and she made sense. They count on you not to be able to control your emotions, right? But they know that the situation that Jake in, and Jake get in certain situations that they can't control their emotions, and what happens? Going to the penitentiary, man. You know, or you kill another Jake. So
Yeah, and they actually facilitated by giving you pork, fucking,
right.
bagels,
Right, Mountain Dew.
yeah, that create a nigga.
Right.
So they got you in this fucking maze, pretty much, that hamster wheel just then ran right into this man's neck.
Right.
Yep, go ahead.
It's Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
That's it.
Right, that's concerning what? The kingdom of heaven, man. We're going to bring who to their place? Esau. Look up that word place. Hey, because a lot of these devils, and the Lord of heaven, the Lord created that snap, where these devils thought they got away. Because they conscience eat at them, but they'll say, oh, you know what? It wasn't us, though. It wasn't us. And they talk everybody down. Everybody calm down. It wasn't us. It was our forefather. And that shows that it's no honor amongst thieves either, man. Niggas snitching on you. Bad. But guess what? Let's say if you go into a restaurant. You go in the restaurant as a family. And everybody order. You all eat. Because all you devils you walking now, you ate off of those atrocities. You eat now off of the blood, sweat, and tears of Israel. Right? So let's say you go to the restaurant, everybody eat. Then your mom and dad leave. And you stuck there with the tab. The restaurant owner ain't gonna say, you know what? It was them. They gone. Y'all good. No, somebody gotta come up with that tab, man. And this is where reincarnation, this is where the mystery of reincarnation comes in. You devils never considered reincarnation, man. Give me that and we're gonna go back. Give me Psalm 6. Psalm 6, chapter 10, verse. Because according to your logic, yeah, you don't have to answer. Because you said, nope, it was our forefathers, it wasn't us. Yeah, according to that logic, you're right. But what about reincarnation? What if there was a chance you was those same spirits? And that's why you can't get over the fact that you hate Junior at the job. Like the janitor. So why would he kill Junior, man? Well, we can explain it. You killed Junior in the past. And just because you got on a new uniform, so to speak, you that same spirit. You got on purple now, but you still grinding, you know what I mean? You sitting in power, but you still a criminal. Gets off on the blood of Israel. That's it. He's starting to lose it now. And I believe he might be a banker or something. They secretly visit. Like, you know, going to visit in here. They like the vocab, they just engulf with the Israelite things. So they said, I'm gonna take a trip down and see this camp. You see that, man? Yeah. That's the same spirit, because remember the other guy, the brother, right? He was running in fact. There's a spirit hovering over the camp. Jump on the mission, you know, that's what it's looking like. Right.
God, the book of Psalms, chapter 6, verse 10. Let all my enemies be ashamed and sore vexed.
Right. And who are the enemies of the people on this side? And because you got these irresponsible Israelites out there too. And that proves the scriptures in its validity as well. Who they just look at Negroes only. And that's how it was back then. Remember, there was a lot of Jakes. They looked at the Israelites who followed other customs or even looked in a certain way. They didn't want them to come to the temple. So you have those spirits back. But the common thread, people on this side, they got one common enemy, man. And it would be Esau. Go ahead.
It says, let all my enemies be ashamed and sore vexed. Let them return and be ashamed suddenly.
See, let them return. Let our enemies return and be ashamed suddenly. So you have these devils who afflicted us. Hey, I don't know if y'all heard, but you know, of course we know about the gator babies, but devils, they used to feed children to hogs. I mean pigs. Yeah, they feed kids to hogs, go over the hog pen. Yeah. See that? So they got a lot to pay for. A lot of those devils died with a fucking pot belly, right? Never feeling the crunch of justice. They just died with their family laying around their bed. They gave out their will. They died peacefully, man. Right? So you mean to tell me, for an example, Andrew Jackson, right? Who put hell on the Navy. You think that devil ain't gonna pay? Yeah, he gonna pay, man. Because if that wasn't the case, then this would mean that our Lord wouldn't be a just power. Somebody give me real quick Psalm 89, Psalm 89 and 14, right? Yeah, come on.
Ezekiel 18 and verse 2. What mean ye that ye use this proverb concerning the land of Israel, saying, the fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on
My
edge?
father told your father, and we didn't have the same damn color. Why do we goddamn cut ourselves? We all bleed red,
See
right?
this? You see this?
Look, I know
this?
that shit.
You see this? Yeah, you see that? He said, my fathers, that's the spiritual being safe, hands down as the adverse spirit. And he tried to make a solid point. See that? No? You got a mullet, it just don't make sense. It just, right?
You might trade a white person for
Right, it
black
says-
or yellow.
The fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on edge.
Hey,
As I live, said the Lord, because it's going back.
the Lord
You ain't gonna eat that sour, and your child experience that sensation. You know, that's not the case, man. So these devils, they did all this evil on the planet Earth. It's not like they get away scot-free, but their children gonna experience that. No, it says, as I live, said the Lord, you
What
said.
can I say too? Because the Lord is not bound by time. You can't put the Lord in that box. Just because you died, you know, you just went to sleep. You came back. Yahweh spoke about this. She's only sleep. Yeah, so those devils, they went to sleep, and they're going to raise their eyes up in hell, like that's what it is. They're going to wake up in the nightmare. You know how you can go to sleep and experience a dream? They're going to wake up. Shit. That's even frightening. You know?
God, it says, behold, all souls are mine. That's the soul of the Father. So also the soul of the Son.
Right, because you Edomites belong to Yahweh from outside. Think not that just because we condemn you and we claim that we the people of the Most High, God have no jurisdiction of you. No. You belong to Yahweh from outside. And he wrote you on the story to be destroyed.
It says, the soul that sinned him, it shall die.
That's it. So the soul that sinned him would die. So you have these certain spirits who put hell on Israel, they're going to come back and they're going to be visited for those same offenses, man. Right? Yeah.
Showing you that the Lord's people is Israel, but his creation goes into all the other nations too.
Right.
And so, Esau realized that doesn't help. That doesn't help his case. Fighting against the Lord's will, it doesn't help your case. You just inherited a bad gene that makes you a people who the Lord considers right. Sons of perdition, man. The people of the Lord's destruction. curse.
Yeah.
Really, you know, it's sad. That's why the scripture say you cried tears. Is it in Hebrew? No, like Esau who cried for his birthright.
Oh, he started out with
Yeah,
tears.
he started out with kids.
Carefully with tears.
What made you been crying since for a long time, man? About the blessing that came on us and not you. So the Lord gonna equalize you. But there it go. The blessing came to us.
Say something real quick up. And I'll let you know that Esau, people received it, was Cain. It's the same trait that Cain had. What did Cain say? My punishment is what? More than I can bear, man. So what he was doing? He was crying, man. You know, you want to throw rocks and hide your hand. Alright? Because he knew he was under the protection of the Most High. That's why he said, if you cast me out from thy face, he already knew, just like he knew to perform a righteous sacrifice. He knew better. But he was built that way. Like you said, he got that gene. That's that gene, man. Of the wicked. Right? Spirit of the wicked.
The Lord have created all things, even
Right,
the
brother.
wicked,
Right.
for their,
Right, brother.
yeah,
Right, brother.
you know?
Beautiful.
So the Lord, all these things are under the power and will of Yahweh Shem. Romans 9.
That's it. That's it.
No.
Yep. Like we always say, if the Most High want to do a certain thing, go into his tool bag, right? He ain't gonna pull out a hammer to screw a screw in. He gonna pull out a screwdriver, right? So when a prophet need to be put forth on the scene and prophecies need to be put forth, he go in his tool bag and pull out a prophet. But when he need to do wickedness, yeah, I did say that. But the Most High, the scripture tell you, right? He created light and darkness. The Most High is not wicked, right? But he created a vessel to put forth everything, man. Scripture said, what you just quoted. Even the wicked was created. What was
This is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4. It says, the Lord have made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the dead people.
Yep, even the wicked for the damn people, man. So he ain't gonna put forth a prophet in that situation. He's gonna put forth Esau, man. Because Esau was made for that day, man. Right? And that lets you know the Most High is out there, man. Way out there.
This is what's Psalm 12:12. For who shall say, what hast thou done? Or who shall withstand thy judgment? Or who shall accuse thee for the nations that perish?
Right. Yeah, so you can't step in between the Most High and Esau. Right? Go ahead.
Or who shall accuse thee for the nations that perish, whom thou made? Or who shall come to stand against thee to be revenged for the unrighteous men?
Right, so the Lord made Esau, man, and he can do what he wants with him. So who are you to step in again, you know, to give you a vivid illustration? The Lord is stretching out his hand toward Esau, and some grimy nigga stepped in between and said, no, what are you doing? You don't have the power to do that, because the Lord created the wicked as well as the righteous. There's also in the book of Revelation, the 4th chapter. The Lord say, made all things holy. Get that one. The Lord say he created all things. Somebody get that. Revelation 4. Yeah, come on, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. That's right.
Revelation 4 and 11. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power. For thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created.
See that? So the Lord created all things. The Lord created everything in existence. It's for his pleasure they was created. That's equivalent to a screenwriter or whatever. You can make a joyful movie or a sobering movie or a horror flick. No matter how you take it, it was for his pleasure. It pleased him. Right?
I got something. This is Job 34:29. When he give requirements, who then can make trouble? And when he hide his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a
Yes,
nation.
if I may, that scripture pretty much promoting the splendor, power of the Lord, man. That's also where you read from. Yeah, also in the book of Job, I believe that's Job, oh man, is it Job 11? Right? Yeah, get that one as well. Come on.
Good. It says, whether it be done against a nation or against a man only.
Right, from the rise and fall of kingdoms to the coming and going of men. The Lord has power over them all. So the fall of America, the destruction of America, was sanctioned by the God of the Bible. Your pastor and preacher not going to expound on those things because he's in bed with the whore, man. Oh, that's the spirit. I heard you mention sidewalk. I think it's called sidewalk film. That applies to us, man. That might be a new channel. Yeah, new channel.
Sidewalk
film.
That's it. You ain't lying.
Yeah.
You ain't lying, huh?
Dedicated to the Yep, come on.
Revelation 1 and 5. And from Yahushua, who is the faithful witness, and the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth. Right? You are trying to figure out who you want to be the next king or ruler of the earth. You got to consider the one that was called in the Bible, the prince of the kings of the ruler of the earth. Right. That puts every other king in subjection, right there.
Yeah, that even go back to Isaac. When you go into Isaac, he was handing out dominion. Isaac and that dynamic with him and Jacob and Esau, that was the example of him being king of kings. He was giving them their life. He said, okay, Esau, I'm gonna give you the due. Right?
Abraham ain't do that to Abraham ain't really put him in the same. Abraham ain't do that to his sons. You gonna get this.
Right.
And then they go to Isaac.
Isaac, yeah, you got to ask yourself, why was Isaac given the dominion to set up king? Yeah, that was Yahushua, man. Yeah, like the elder just read. Matter of fact, what you done with that? That's the king, hence your king of kings.
From Yahushua, Revelation 1 and 5, from Yahushua, who is the faithful witness, and the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us and washed us from our sins in his own blood.
Yeah, matter of fact, you read from Revelation 1 and 5. Right. Yep, it says he made us kings and priests. So what? The Lord is going to set us up.
I got it.
Yep,
Verse 6, and hath made us kings and priests.
Right, so that really goes all the way back to Jacob. Isaac, so now this is the manifestation of that ancient proclamation. Right? Direct. We standing up, we standing up, we getting down for our crime.
They're waiting on me to spirit that right now kind of consists of Jacob and Esau, right now.
Yeah, wow.
Either a bunch of Jacob or a bunch of Esau.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah. They just kind of gathering, yeah.
All forefathers and their forefathers.
Right. And our Father promised us the dominion, man. See that? And that rubs people the wrong way. See? Was that it?
It says, to him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
Right. See that word dominion there? So that proves that the ministry promotes the rise and fall of kingdoms. So this shouldn't be far-fetched, although we understand the masses is going to marvel at our approach. Strange teachings of Yahushua. For the most part, you people are nothing more than dumbed down, man. I mean, you know, respectfully I say, you're the dumbest people on the planet Earth. You embrace, right? Yeah, you embrace being just a worker, right? Servant.
Hey, spirit, and that word dumb, it also goes back to not being able to speak.
Right.
Yep.
And that's, all we doing is speaking.
Right.
There it is. We filling up the sidewalk fest with speeches
Right.
coming from the scriptures, right? These people going through the same problems that we named them. They dumb. They can't say anything. They ain't got nothing.
They can't, they dumb, right? They can't confess Yahweh Shai. That's what we're doing. You're going to the word, the word confess. We're confessing Yahweh Shai. That's the ultimate level of speaking. Confessing off your tongue Yahweh Shai, man. All right? So, hey, they like the elder saying, they dumb, man. They can't confess. First, it starts in the mind. It starts with believing. We confess because we believe. We say, I believe.
They can't confess that they're the heathen anyway.
Right. Scripture said, I believe, therefore I speak. If I'm quoting it right, therefore I spake. And like the elder said, they've been deprived of it because they're not inside of the temple, man. Even if they wanted to, what they gonna do? A person that's dumb, what they do? It's gonna sound like rhetoric. It's not gonna make any sense if they do attempt to speak on this situation.
And scripture say unto this mountain.
That's it, bro.
So, yeah, us speaking is speaking the kingdom into existence. Was that it on that?
Come. Job 11 and verse 8. It's like in verse 7. It says, "Canst thou by searching find out the Most High? Canst thou find out the Almighty unto perfection? It is as high as heaven. What canst thou do? Deeper than hell. What canst thou know?"
Yeah. Far beyond your comprehension, your wildest dreams. You can't wrap your mind around the how about now. The only reason we got that luxury is because the Lord allowed us access to the interest. The Lord ministered an interest in us and designed us in such a way to where we would be able to make sense of these sayings. What's that? Sirach, the 39th chapter? So the kingdom of heaven is a mystery. Even Yahweh Shai spoke about that in Matthew the 13th chapter. That's touching the mystery of the kingdom, man. Meaning the idea of dominion and power and how it's issued out has been kept from you people. Yep, so yeah, just continue on that.
Come. Verse 9, it says, "The measure thereof is longer than the earth and broader than the sea. If he cut off and shut up or gather together, who then who can enter him?"
Right, so if the Lord cut off, you can't step in and make a petition against Yahweh Shai, in which that's what we're in the midst of. We're in the midst of the Lord cutting Esau off. See? Also, it says, if we gather, who can stop that process? And simultaneously, as the Lord scatters Esau, he's gathering his elect. And again, there's no way you can stop that momentum. There's not enough YouTube guidelines that can hinder the process of the kingdom of heaven, man. It's going to grow and it's going to blossom into its perfection eventually. Come on.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 4. He is wise in heart and mighty in strength, who have hardened himself against him and have prospered.
Right. And how do you harden yourself against the Lord? By coming up against his intents and purposes and overall will, man. Case in point, Esau. Does not this man write legislation promoting LGBTQ, XYZ? That's an example of hardening yourself against the Most High. You're not going to prosper in that. Right? Pretty much muzzle and truth. There's a saying, I believe this guy was named Oswald. Is that his name? No, he made, is it Oswald? Oswald made the statement, Orwell, that's it. Yeah, he made the statement in the time of universal deceit, speaking truth is a revolutionary act. And this is the time of universal deceit. Speaking truth is a revolutionary act at that point. Why? Because the throne of Esau was established on two principles. He had two legs to stand on. One obviously being the sword, and the other being deception. So once those two legs to stand on is threatened, then it causes him to react. So truth going forth is a direct attack against the so-called white man and his throne. Because this man pretty much established himself through lies. Therefore,
This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 27. It says, "For evil shall be put out,
right,
and deceit shall be quenched."
right, we're in a time when evil is being put out. You got the nations drawing back, touching the American dollar, petrodollar. The nations is gathering together in effort to fulfill biblical prophecy to shoot their arrows on America, man. All right, yeah, let's get that up. Matter of fact, let's get a permanent duration of the camp, man. Oh, look at this, man. Look at this, man. Yeah.
It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched."
Right, we're in a time where deceit is being quenched. Everybody's waking up to the BS of America, man. Now, somebody gonna say, well, go back to Africa. Right, right. Yeah, see that? That holds no weight, man. Because let's say there was some credence to that. It still don't erase the fact that you... That's equivalent to you saying, don't come to court to testify. Still guilty, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Follow Jesus Christ, not the resurrected Jesus, but the Jesus of Mark, Matthew, John.
I'll have bigger crates than that.
That's like,
Yeah.
2nd Ezra 6 and 28. I'm going to read 27 again. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared."
right. Because Esau was in power. That's why truth was like a unicorn. You know, you have a milk, Bigfoot. You know, somebody like some a bit of a milk to the people. Truth was like a unicorn, right? A leprechaun or something. Because under the watch of Esau, he suppressed truth. You know how we know that? Because we was on a quest for truth, in a sense. When we came into the truth, that was really the quest. That's where it began. What happens when you come into the truth? You have to dig, research, right? You have to throw away rocks to find the treasures, the cover-ups. That's what happens when you have a criminal, man. He attempts to wipe away all the fingerprints, get rid of all the evidence. Called you these names right here, right? It started with, matter of fact, give me that, what's that? Is that Isaiah 25, that veil, that covering? Yeah, the covering hand. That's how he had to really submit the lie, by covering up who the true people of the world was. That's why on this side you got these corporate names and associated with the true people of the Bible, man. Who the Lord will eventually justify. Yeah, you can shake your head all you want. truth is the truth, man. Yeah, these devils, they sick, man. They've been diagnosed with a heavy spirit of pride. Yeah. Devil sick, man.
I got something real quick. Psalms 85 and 11.
Yeah, even when they hear truth, they know it can be true. But out of pride and not being willing to concede on any level, they just say, nah, you're wrong. That's crazy,
They have
man.
like outdoor cats? Yeah, they indoor.
That's why we get it now. This is the faith and the patience of the saints. This is an act of patience right here. Understanding the gift that's bestowed upon us, but having to wait until it's really executed in perfection. Meanwhile, we have to actually see the devil prancing around, man. Come on, man.
Because it's Psalm 85 and verse 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. God, man, you got to dig for this truth, man. Because now it's springing out of the earth, it's now being shown forth before the heavens, man. You know? And whether you like it, believe it or not, guess what? It's your high five shot, making you devils better, man. You know? Bringing up your atrocities. That's why you want to take down these certain statues and shit. You know? Well, it's too late, man. The cat is out the bag.
Right.
They go through an outpouring of the Spirit. What the scripture says, end time. Pour out my spirit.
Kind of all flesh.
Yep. Yep.
In Isaiah 44, start at 24, it says, thus said the Lord thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I'm the Lord that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself.
Right, which that's a powerful act. The fact that the Lord created the earth, which the earth in itself is a wonder. These devils, they haven't searched out the earth in its entirety. They might can show you the earth from an aerial view when they Google satellites, but they haven't went to every nook and cranny, if you will, on planet Earth. Right? And we're not even going to mention the heavens. The heavens baffle these devils, right? The fact that the heavens continue to expand, see, as a curtain, but
That frustrated the tokens of the liars.
right, that frustrates the tokens of the liars, man. Who is the liar? Esau, Edom. Let's get that up too, man. Brother Bishop, we get brother hold that as well. And that Cesarea, is that up? Yeah. We don't imagine the devil to have it. Yep. Yep, come on.
It says that frustrated the tokens of the liars, that maketh diviners mad, that turneth wise men backwards.
Right, the Lord is going to turn away from proud princes empty handed. Because you think that you're going to somehow seize control of the planet Earth once more. Pressing the reset button and installing your new world order. Well, according to the script, the Lord is going to send you away, man, going to turn you back. And we already been seeing it. Hey, for an example, 2007, that was really the targeted date where they thought they really had you. And they had you. They had you Americans at a point. Really, they had all of us. Because 2007 was the year that the Lord allowed the apostles to go forth on the internet. Right? July 2007. That same year, those devils was looking to bring out the microchip. It's an old move. It's probably still out there. I believe it was this guy, was it Brokaw maybe? With NBC, Dateline News. He brought out the information about the idea of being tagged with a microchip. And at that time, it was a perfect season. Everybody would have welcomed that at that point. That's just another phase in technology. But the Lord brought out the apostles to pretty much spearhead the resistance. So what happened? They had to go back to the drawing board to try to polish up a new way to package and present it to the people. Because they understood that simultaneously, as that information goes forth, it will be a conflict of interest with them pushing forth their dialogue. Yeah, it's all there. You go back to 2007, Dateline NBC, man. Then they tried to creep up on, I think it was the Today Show, first family out of, I think it was Sarasota, Florida. They came on the show and they all was looking at Michael. But at that point, the floodgate was over. So that's an example of the Lord turning the devil backwards. You couldn't proceed forth with your plan. That's what it is. On me. Yep.
God, it says, and make them their knowledge foolish.
Right, and make it their knowledge foolish, man. And that's really on display as we speak, man. Because it's getting comical. Oh, especially with this, you see these devils. Right, it's just like you see your child. You have more understanding in them. Yet they're trying to finesse you. You've been there and done it. You're like, oh, I see it. Right? You see these devils trying to creep up on another lockdown. Yeah, right. They're coming back with mask mandates. And it's gonna get to a point where they're gonna just say, man, the hell with it. If you don't do it, we're gonna lock you up, cast you in prison, take away certain freedoms. And that's gonna fulfill Revelation 12 chapter 12 verse. The devil will come down with great wrath, knowing that what? You have a short time. You on the clock and you trying to inch up and you catch it. Eventually, you're going to say, man, hell with it. You're going to just lunch forward due to you not having enough time. So what? Everything is on according to plan. All right, come on. Go back to
Isaiah 25 and verse 7. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
Yeah. And yep, the covering cast over all people. Who laid that veil over the people, man? Esau, man. He's responsible for that confusion as touching who the nations are according to their biblical nationality. Right? Hey, see the kid in the turtle. Sir, yeah. That's why, again, you have the people on this sign referring to themselves as, you got Judah referring to themselves as Negroes, you got Benjamin referring to themselves as West Indians, so on and so forth. That's because that was an entity that distorted, that blew up the lines, right? And it has to be placed at the foot of the powers that be. They the ones who set the tone of the planet Earth. You wouldn't eat pork unless the one who was in power made pork accessible. See, in the world of come, you're not going to have access to abominable food, for an example. So the one who put the wool over your eyes was Esau. The Lord said eventually he would destroy that power. Read it again.
Isaiah 25 and 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Right, and that's where we at. And how is the Lord destroying that veil, that covering cast? Let's go there real quick. Isaiah 60. Light has sprung forth from the earth, man. Come on.
Isaiah 60 and verse 1, it says, arise, shine, for thy light is come.
Right. So again, this is the ministry. We have stood upon our feet. This is the temple that the Lord has risen up. And we're shining due to the fact that that light has come. What's the light? The information we have been enlightened. Come on.
It says, and the glory of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, is risen upon thee.
Right?
It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
Read that part again.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
Right, and that pretty much complements with the brother read out there. That's that veil, right? Esau covered the earth in darkness. Right, that's a prime example. Yeah, you got these devils, they are tedious with certain rules, right? You got fine print. Yeah, clauses and you get parking tickets and you can't park after 6 o'clock right here. But yet, somehow you glossed over a 6-8 trend. This place wicked, man. That's that darkness that covers the earth so much so. And this man has been so much of a good devil. He has done so much of a great job of being the devil. To where it's second nature. Wickedness is second nature. It's like, that's normal. Friend. You have been desensitized now. Go ahead.
It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Right, see? So the people is under that veil, man. Versus, you know, the believers of our Lord Yahushua. Oh yeah, you see that? That right there, that's look at that. You see that, man? Fucking big E40, man. With dreads. And then you got your umbrella with this. They thumbing their nose up at the Lord with this.
Check it out.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's how they get down. You're right. Oh, it's one thing by me, man. Bitch got a motorcycle and shit. The bitch be kind of like sizing, you know, she just feel that man is good. She's looking like it's got to really be hard now, you know. But hey, you can get angry at the people, and rightfully so, because it's an eyesore. Just seeing wickedness, you're in a certain spirit. But ultimately, that anger is geared towards the one who set the policy. Goes back to the so-called white. So he's not going to be strong as you So this is a miscalculation. We tripped when we said the so-called white man ought to be destroyed. Come on.
This 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with the overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live on God.
Right. We might want to look up the word after, see what it gives. The Lord used Sodom and Gomorrah as an example. When you go into that word example, it goes back to example. So you can understand. Which really translates to a sample. You know, before you get the main point, somebody say, here's a sample. So as prolific, if you will, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah and the 5 neighboring cities was, that was just a sample. That was a sample size of what the Lord was going to do to America. See that? But that points to the fact that the so-called white man ought to be destroyed. Here it is. You follow with the same example of the very ones who provoked the anger of the God of the Bible in the first place. Not only that, you got the rainbow as the flag you wave, you know? And which a flag is the touch, pretty much. You see that even in gang culture, you got the flag. Like a soccer game, you got flag. devil's flag is the rain.
Find that word, it was a phrase. Shut after, those that shut after. Strong G3195. It says, I'm gonna talk to the scribes. It says, about after that, it says, be at the point. It says afterwards. Here, after.
After the fact. Pretty much, you know, I said after the fact. After the fact that the Lord visited this place and destroyed, you come right around and offend even greater.
The word after, it says in the time following an event or another period of time.
Hey, read that again.
It says in the time following an event or another period of time.
So, yeah, you followed up an event that happened a certain period of time, going to the record. You followed up that event with twice as much wickedness, man. And the brother read it earlier in Galatians, the 6th chapter. Most High is not mocked. So pretty much that's what you're attempting to do. Thumb your nose up at the Lord, man. Mocking Yahweh Shah. Yeah, that's good. That was it?
Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom and the day of Jerusalem.
Read that again.
Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
Right, that's what you're witnessing, the children of Edom. Edomites prancing and parading around the planet Earth is nothing more than a reminder that the Lord will destroy for the offenses of your forefathers. Isaiah the 14th chapter. Right?
In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Oh,
Yeah,
Lord,
it's the fucking same devil. Same devil at some point in time in history came up against Israel. Now they prancing around, looking down on you. Come on.
O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed.
Read that part again.
Who ought to be destroyed.
Ought to be destroyed, man. So we're not reaching this. According to the Bible and the standards of Yahweh Shah, you devils ought to be destroyed. No other way. You can't rehabilitate this madness, man. Well, now you have to tiptoe around trans. You have to concede to a motherfucker coming up against the law and commandments of Yahweh Shah. And again, that's due to the powers that be, man. Come on, we got something. You start right here.
It's like, 1 Solomon 14:9. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto his son. So it said, ungodliness is called from the ungodly. So who is the so-called white man? Because under this man and under his wife, planet Earth is in shambles. You have air pollution, chemtrails, beaching. These terms came under the watch of this man. The LGBTQ. Who have heard such a thing except say so-called white man be acting to power? This is the most wickedest king, and the most wickedest king, as it says in the prayer of Azariah, the most forsaken of mankind. Because now you get locked up about but the ungodly is what it's from the so-called white man. That's why you see the ungodly.
Jude 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. I'll set forth an example, suffering the vengeance.
It's an example shows that it was just a sample, a taste of what Romans 15 tells what was written 4 times, written 5 learned. So those things that were recorded, actual events that took place. But now we see the perfection of Sodom and Gomorrah. It talks about that this place being spiritually Sodom, Egypt. Because this is the perfection of it. Because they fought the very same acts. And of course they're going to get the very same judgment. Yep, what you got there?
It says, set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
Yeah, which is their destruction of Milsons, man. That's going to be the results of living the very same lifestyle in Sodom. Matter of fact, I got something real quick. Real quick, just going back to Egypt, man. That also is associated with Esau, the vengeance of Sodom and Gomorrah, because you know they were dealing with they were doing the same acts. So this Jeremiah chapter 49, and I started at verse 17. It said, also Edom shall be a desolation, and every one that goeth by it shall be a strangers. And shall it said all the plays thereof, as in the overthrown Sodom and Gomorrah in the neighbor cities there. So Edom is going to get the same judgment as Sodom. Because guess what? It's doing the same acts. Even greater, man. It says
it's pretty much uplifting those acts. It's even the legs, right? Legs and the feet, pretty much upholding, right? Those deities, those wicked entities. That's contrast to the righteousness of Yahweh.
It says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, says the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in. If you can read this, Isaiah 34, what is Revelation 18 chapter, Jeremiah 49 feet. It's the same, it's the judgment.
Hey guys, how you
Babylon, it might say Babylon, it might say Egypt, it might say Egypt.
You were Nikki the Beyonce the last time I saw you.
Isaiah 13 and 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as
You guys, we're heading to
I will overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah.
Hey, the Bible is like, it shall be as, so the show is going to be a simpler judgment. Why? Because it's a simpler acts.
I'll say something real quick. Because it says an example has been set, which is a model, what not to do. So if you imitate this model, meaning if you try to be like this model that the Most High have already set, you know, not to be like, you're going to get the same casualties, or you're going to get the same punishment. You're going to get the same penalties that this model has. Because Sodom and Gomorrah was a model that the Most High through Yahushua set. So if you imitate this model, you're going to get the judgment of this model. And that's what America has done. That's why it says an example. Now, the scripture also speaks about an ensample. Yeah.
Which is really, when you look at that word, it's a sample.
It's a sample. That's it.
Like the brother said, a model. That's the perfect word.
Yeah, like you said, they ain't just imitating, they doing greater.
Right.
Like you always say, you know, wise words of Allah, through the spirit. You like real talk, it's real talk. If people from Sodom and Gomorrah transport to America, it'll freak them out. And we talking about wicked, we talking about the beginning of what these Americans are doing, but like the officer said, they taking it to the tip top of wickedness, man. They doing it abundantly.
Yeah. They actually promoting it.
They promote, like,
Yeah.
that's it, all
Right.
right.
That's the
where
word.
they from.
Well, that's true. They marketed it. Shit like that.
They just, you know, they come out with no sympathy shit.
You know what I'm saying? They promoting it, man. They ain't hiding it. They ain't no more down low or in the closet. See? Yeah, see that? See that? General managers of flares. All, you know. The vice presidents and all that. Yeah, that's it. Executive.
That is executive leader.
That's the street faces. Them faces of flair. the Americans are taking it to another level, man. This is the height of wickedness, man. This is the height of it all. All these kingdoms, these wicked kingdoms that failed, that the Most High destroyed, this all of them kingdoms wrapped up in one.
Maximize. For an
Maximize.
example, Poland.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you got like enforcement. That's totally. That's market.
Legalized.
Right. You have these Planned Parenthood buildings. You know, that's Poland. Maximized.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful. That's what it is.
Under the watch of Esau, man. He took wickedness and pretty much polished it up, made a model out of it to be admired. When it really should be shunned, you should look down at this type of wickedness, man. The so-called white man made it into a damn model. Like, I'm gonna start using it. Yeah. Model of wickedness. You have a statue of
Just like the elder we're going into it, just like what is that? Nimrod. So that's the plans of the wicked elites. It's ultimately be like Nimrod, man. To come with this one world government, man. This new world order, man. Like you said, the promotion of it, the abundance of it.
God, this is Sirach chapter 16 and verse 11. If there be one stiff neck among the people, it is marvel if he escape unpunished. Yeah. And Esau is supremely stiff neck among the people, man. All right? The example of the scene we see today, man. You know? It says, it is marvel if he escape unpunished. So, guess what? This devil ain't getting away, man. He's going to receive those things that he has done in the planet Earth. They're going to be times 2, you know? It's a reason for Obadiah 18, man. You know? It says, for mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure. The Lord eventually going to pour out displeasure upon this place, man. He's going to come into various ways of judgment. People are going to be mourning.
Got something just bag you up, like you said. The things that Esau have done is going to come unto him, all right, duplicated. So this is Revelation 18 and 16. It says, reward her even as she had, so like, I'm going to read it again. 18, Revelation 18 and 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you. It says, and double unto her according to her works. In the cup which she filled to her double.
That's right, man. You're going to receive those things you have done, and it's going to be double. But you have to make the terminology. We don't know the half of it.
Right.
You know? Oh, yeah, we're going to do according to the Lord's anger, man.
Hey, just like you whipped us with whips, we're gonna whoop you with a rod of iron, man. Right. Just like you put us in hardcore bondage, right? But the reason why, right, is because we sinned against the Most High. So he had to use his whipping stick to pay us back, right? But guess what? We still here. In fact, Jake multiplying. They may be multiplying in wickedness, but they still multiplying. You see what I'm saying? But the double for Esau is you're going to get put into captivity and you're going to be done away with forever. See? You're going to be done away with. See that? You're going to be done away with forever, man. Have your ass on a planet mining diamonds. Razor blade diamonds with your hand or something. No oxygen, and you're gonna be able to withstand it. Choke. Mine.
How they gonna even get through the earth? Digging up them damn bodies, man, burying them damn bodies. You ain't gonna give them no food. And because Spirit added it came out, those devils, they hunger guy, I believe it was in Alabama, right? Well, he was working. The devil stole his shovel, and he complained about it. They hungry, man. He was like, man, I can't work. I need my shovel. So Spirit had them come out to go just for us to hear about that. So, hey, I wouldn't be surprised. I know me myself. It ain't gonna be outside of the law. I'm gonna have the devil bigger without
Bigger than.
yeah, bigger than.
So give it a toothpick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just to
Right now, pray.
to really add more, you know. And then when they goes off,
Yeah.
because they're gonna be tired, I'm gonna pop up in their crib. Get up! And then they gonna wake up, oh shit.
Got 2 more hours in there.
Hell, boy.
Better take the deal now, man.
2 more hours.
Hey, and they so they call us niggas, right? As a, right. That word, Esau, out of warm, yeah. That's gonna be the word nigga, man. Out of warm. Right. This is just a shadow, man. The reality is gonna be in the world to come. We're gonna show you how to be stuck up. The scripture said we're gonna go. Yep, come on. That was it? Yep, so go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O birds of God of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
Right. Yeah, so that's the report, all right? So-called white man will eventually come down from this high and lofty, exalted state. He can sit in the dust. Come on.
There is no throne, O God of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called timid. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Take the millstone and wine meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg.
Right, take that leg. Leg. That's really Esau, the leg, man. Of the body, down to the feet. So the Lord, right? So the Lord has made Esau better. That's why the heavy spirit on us adamantly continue to badger the devil, man.
Right.
Continue to come after you.
Right.
That's the spirit of the Lord on us. Now make it, look at that, man. Now make it better. See what I'm saying, man?
Vice President. I don't know, you might work.
That flares.
Well, might work in the warehouse.
West Coast. You know?
Yeah,
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Flares Mountain.
Yeah, West Coast manager. Goddamn stock manager. Flares, okay, yeah.
Yep, come on up.
God, it says, take the millstone and wine meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the river.
See that? Go ahead.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Right, so the nakedness of Esau is being uncovered as we speak. Which that process started with the word going forth, obviously. But now you see the results of it. The nation, certain parts of Africa, it's a all-out assault on the so-called white man. Right? Again, we mentioned different nations that's coming together and casting off the American dollar, which really is a symbol of America's fall from grace. Because the currency that rules over the world is an indicator of who in power. And that's been the case. Behind the scenes, even with, for an example, that guy, Saddam, he was dealing with, what was that currency he started dealing with? Was it Euro? I think he started dealing with like Euro. I believe it was. I believe it was the Euro, yeah. Now you got the yuan. And that's a sign of America not being the only horse in the stall. Right? He's losing that power. That's why the scriptures say, you know, through that, Isaiah 14, where the nations said, come down with us, man. Meaning it's going to be a level playing field, and in his perfection, he's going to be just as the nations are. Yeah, he is like, come on, jump, nigga, jump.
God, it says that nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, that shine shall be seen. I would take vengeance.
Right. We now scrutinizing this man's work, his past, bringing out history that's not in his best interest. This devil really don't want you to see that side. You want to press the reset button. There's a lot of cover-ups. This man's vision for the future is that slavery never happened. That's the scripture. Right? The Lord said, no, I'm going to have to unveil those things. Ultimately, court will be in session, inquisition will be made, and justice will be established in the planet Earth. So we have to go through the tedious approach of calling out the so-called white. Give a damn how uncomfortable it is. Man, hell, devil. How we supposed to spare your feelings, man?
Very quick. Concerning that shame, Obadiah verse 10, it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Right, see that? So now these devils is actually being covered with shame. Because why? Those was considered inhumane acts, right? If you come up with a fucking word for it. But these devils, they claim that they're a symbol of piety. That's how they really gathered the sympathy of the people to go to war. Like they created a boogeyman, and that would set them apart as being a good man. So now you gain the sympathy of the people. Shit's crazy out here, man.
That might not be it. They might be this.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I got some real going back. He said the devil present himself as pious and pure. But he's the filthiest animal out there. Proverbs 30 and verse 12. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not wise for their feet. So that's why he even said he's the self-proclaimed white man.
Right.
That in itself is saying he's pure. He said he's pure in his own eyes. You know, this man presents himself as
Y'all know
the guy,
Jesus?
you know.
You know Jesus?
But it said he's yet washed from his filthiness.
What that say on your shirt?
It said Redmond Hotel.
All right. I just wanted to know that.
Are you distracted?
No. Yeah, red mud. Yeah, that just jumped out too. Yeah. Red mud.
You know Jesus?
That's not his name.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not his name. That's not his name.
Spell it?
Yeah.
J-E-S-S.
That's what said J.S. Spell it right.
Oh!
Yeah, I spelled it right.
And do you not know that
Red
J?
mouth.
Do you not know that J is not really even in existence? You know that? Wesley? I'm asking you a question. Did you know that J really don't even exist for real?
I don't know what's in the alphabet.
I. It deprived from the I. It deprived from the I. So how's his name what you just said? I'm just asking you a question. Did you know that? Did you know that the J was created?
You know that all the alphabets
That's what I'm
are
saying.
created?
Because when you keep talking about Jesus,
So,
I'm saying, do you know all the alphabet are created? You're not.
yeah, come on. Yeah.
Right. It says there is a generation that are pure in their own eyes and is yet not washed from their filthiness. So yeah, that's why you got a self-proclaimed white
We're all
man.
filthy bags.
Who the filthy?
And even as you say, opposing of an angel wife. See, that's the second time you have the Uriah, Gad, and Edomite come up and spoke the Bible. Yeah, that's it off, man. Yeah. Right? That alone, that's destruction. That warrants a destruction.
his pride gonna be my background. His pride gonna be my background is Irish. This is our inheritance. Our heritage and everything. That's gonna be his pride. Scottish. See? Still don't make it right.
him used to call them ladies from hell.
Exactly. Exactly. This is a fraud. Right, ladies.
No, that was it. Oh, it's like the book of Isaiah. So like in Isaiah 47 in verse 3, it says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance. I will not beat thee as a man."
Right, so the Lord is going to take vengeance on Esau, man. That's really the story in a nutshell. This is how we can link America, Babylon the Great, and really the world, because the so-called white man was given jurisdiction over the world. What's that? Job 9th chapter. And it makes sense because now technology has advanced. Also, 27th, the ancient Roman Empire, they had tributaries, yeah. But it did stretch over the whole world. It was the whole world. This man's influence pretty much stretched over the globe. This is what contributes to his extent, his influence that extends throughout the world. Read that part again, huh?
It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not beat thee as a man."
Right. So when you have a shot of time, yeah, you good. Yeah, go ahead. But I mean, you know. Just have it. Yeah, so when Yahushua returns, he's not going to come as he came 2,000 years ago. Because remember, Yahushua came as a lamb, right? He's going to return as an angelic force. Even when Yahushua came into Jerusalem, when he came in on the donkey, that symbolized the humility. But scriptures tell you how Yahushua going to return on a white horse. That symbolizes that power. Come on.
As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts, Yahushua tonight, the Holy One of Israel, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdom.
Right, that's where we at with it, man. That was a time where America was desired. Even being Esau, the so-called white man, was coveted. Our people was putting it down, the curve. They show you that in Malcolm X, remember? Red, he got his hat relaxed so he could look like a fucking caveman. Now, that's a subtle example of how this man was desired at one point. But now, America is no more being called tender and delicate. Esau has already been searched out. He's been made there. It wasn't a terrible alcohol. It was a fucking rat. Go get him. You know what I mean? I got it. You got something? Come on.
2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed.
It's that time that the wicked is being revealed, man. Because when the Bible said the wicked in times past, somebody was, like we always said, somebody was thinking about somebody under the earth, man. You know, with a spandex suit on, with a triton in his hand, blowing smoke out of his nose. Telling you to come on because you sinned, man. We couldn't pinpoint the wicked. And the wicked is a being upon earth, man. It's a physical being. See? And that being is the so-called modern day white race, man, beginning with the top tier elites. They're the physical being of the spiritual being, Satan, upon earth, man. That's his outlet. Go ahead, bro. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed. Like we just read in Isaiah the 47th chapter, man. That was a future prophecy, right? And we're a part of that future prophecy. How do you reveal something, man, if it's in the dark? Shed light on it.
They too
Got it.
so that let's still go back to Esau. Cain, who was in that spirit?
That's it, bro. Hide himself. That's it, bro.
Shit, everybody knew Nebuchadnezzar was the king.
That's right, bro.
Pharaoh, everybody knew Pharaoh was the guy. Why today you don't know who you was? Call the shot.
Right.
It's a spirit they call a lady of kingdoms too. Just having to push more of that feminine vibration.
Make you outside.
Yeah.
That's no weakness, but dealing with the weakness of the water.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Right.
That contributes to why this place is known as that hurt.
Right. Right. Guilty whore. Guilty whore.
Come. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Hey, this is the process. All right, the wicked gonna be revealed, which is Esau. Job 9:24, the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. So now we know who the wicked is, man. Only thing you gotta do is just look around and see who's running the planet Earth, man. Right? It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, which I shall consume, right, with the spirit of my mouth. Which is what? The prophets. But in order for the prophets to consume Esau, they must first know who the wicked is. Right? That's why Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. We just read Isaiah 60:1. Right? The glory of the Lord shall be revealed upon thee. And that glory is, a part of that glory is mere men knowing who the wicked, or being able to distinguish through the Spirit who is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. If I'm not mistaken, that wicked is with a capital letter, right?
Good.
See? So this is a person, man. Go ahead, bro.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And that's what we read in Isaiah, what the elder was talking about. Yahweh Shai coming as a, what that, St. Matthew, the 24th chapter, right? He shall come in great glory, right? That's Yahweh Shai coming to wear many crowns. Meaning what? He's not going to come as he left with, as that meek and humble, all right, lamb of the Most High. He's going to come in his exalted state, man. He's going to come riding upon a huge fathership as a super angelical being, ready to wear many crowns, meaning to take down the wicked, or the proud and the wicked. Go ahead, bro.
Oh man, somebody just get that, man. Somebody get that, man. God damn, man. Yeah. You can, right? Yeah, this is Himalayan priest, like that's a priest. A title of a priest. Too fucking dangerous, man. Right. Right, under the watch of Howard Shai, you know, priest, right? That'll be quick as hell. Yeah. But see, that proves that we're not in that time. It's the time given over to the Gentiles. Right. This is the result when the wicked is in power. And again, this is based upon the standards of Scripture. And because that so-called white man said it, everybody got their own opinion, their own view. So you know what that creates? Confusion. You say, you know what, you can believe what you want to believe, I believe. It's no standard. Yep, come on. Who's read? The Second Thessalonians? Now we're going to go back. Oh, you have something? Go ahead, give what you got to do.
Just backing up what you just said. Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 1. The point is in verse 2, it says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and a government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Yep, that's concerning the kingdom of heaven, man. I mean, as it relates from this point moving forward.
Right.
Because even when you consider Solomon's reign, that was a sample. That was a sample size of the kingdom of heaven. Because righteousness was established. Every man dwelt safely under their vine. 1 Kings, 4th chapter. So, in the world to come, the earth is going to be governed over in righteousness, thus bringing forth a habitation once more. life is going to flourish. Versus now, with death, it's the subject now. Everything fucking centers around goddamn disease or shock. So-called white man looking at the status of the New World Order is through death. That's his rallying cry. True. That's what he came up with. When he went to the drawing table, how can we do this? Yep, let's put out some diseases.
This population control.
Go ahead.
Hey, say something real quick, and that's going. Hey, that lets you know that this devil that the Bible speaks of. That's going exactly against what the Most High decreed. I know He decreed upon us to be fruitful and multiply. Right. So Esau want to go against that. Population. What is that? Yeah, population control.
Depopulation.
Depopulation. Right? You want population control. You want to control the number. You know, see, that lets you know you got that God complex. You want to be like the Most High in all aspects. You want to control how many people on the planet. You want to know what they're doing. You want to know where they're at. Second Ezra, like Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Right, so the people is a reflection of the ruler. That's why you have the average person is a violent homo. The average person is a violent homo. That's because they're spawned from their daddy. Yep, all right, so come on, let's do that again.
Son, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed,
Right, and that wicked is little Esau, but
whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
so right, what we just read is chronological order of the fall of the so-called white man. Before he's brought low, before he's brought down, he will be consumed with the spirit of the Lord's mouth. The spirit of what? Truth. That's why we read 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. Right? The falsehood will be overcome by him. And in that, it will breed his destruction. God will eventually destroy him. Now, like the brother said, that directly links to Esau, man. That's full circle. That's that. Get that real quick and close.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 4, and verse 13. It says, and Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear.
Right. That devil didn't say that. It's true. That was a true saying right there. Because his punishment is greater than he can bear. Who would want to bear that judgment? Well, you would be brought up to the highest point conceivable as it touched the earthly realm. Because look at the technology these devils possess. This is what contributes to their pride. Only to be brought crashing to the ground, man. And from thence, you're going to go into slavery. That's why you got these higher up. They don't want to hear this message. They was trying to find any other outlet. They just be something else. Get going to all these resources, sources, to try to somehow find a way out. Then the Lord raised up the prophets to validate it. What's that last one from the rich man? Lord, right, they got Moses and the prophets. Then this devil said, nay, Father Abraham, send one from the dead. And the Lord did that. He said, send one, raise one up from the dead. And that was us. Revelation the 11th chapter, stood upon our feet. Ezekiel the 37th chapter. So the Lord raised up one from the dead. Come out of the grave and condemn you, man. Yeah.
It says, behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth.
Right. We read that in Isaiah 25th chapter. Covering cast, the veil. That's equivalent to a ski mask. That's best suited to the criminal. The nigga don't want to be seen on camera. Why? Because he braved the goddamn saints. Right?
And then he had a like, you know,
What?
another movie that's talking about some West.
It
And he makes these
says, and it
Super
shall
Bowl
come to
movies.
pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me.
See, it should come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me.
Doesn't work.
See that?
Doesn't work now.
Y'all doing all right?
Yeah, you see that devil? She said it didn't work years ago. She was talking about March. Right? She said it's not going to work out. Hey, that's the same devil who shook her head when she saw the message. Yeah. Yeah, that bitch gonna hear that voice, like that saying in our mind, about to drive it. Yeah. Work in it, work now. Let's see. Speaking of that, man. Yeah, you know. Like chill. Yeah, boy.
God. It says, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. The Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slays Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him.
Right, so that mark was manifest in Esau. Cain came back as Esau. He came back as that red man, the indicator, which the color red is a warning. Stay away from him. That's the one the Lord gonna kill. Right? Whoever is doing himself, yeah. That's the red man. And that stigma hunted this devil so much so he tried to put it on the natives.
Right.
That's when you get the red skins. He knows the stigma that comes with being a red man. Right? That's it. You got the fuck like a nigga. See that?
Man.
Hey, come on, man. See that? Try to make a native him. That's the spirit, man. And that pretty much links up to what we read in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. That goes back to the dread of Cain. Now, Cain can't get up. Oh, like she said it didn't work then. Woo! It's not gonna work now. But guess what? With Cain, it didn't work then, and it ain't gonna work now. You're weeping bitterly. You going your ass into captivity. Why? Because you were meant to go into captivity. Go up to Cain's characteristics. Let's go ahead.
God, this Genesis chapter 4. And
Well, we can go across.
I started at 1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare Abel, and Abel was a keeper of the sheep.
Listen, listen.
But Cain was a tiller of the ground.
But Cain was a tiller of the ground. That's your lot, to be a tiller of the ground. That don't change. It didn't change. Like she said, it ain't gonna work. Oh, okay. It didn't work then, it ain't gonna work now. Then you was a tiller, and from hence and forevermore, you're gonna be a tiller of the ground. You're gonna be a slave. Now let's go into that word tiller. And we ain't bagging off, man, from that stance.
Word tiller, Strong's 8, 56, 47. To work, serve.
To work, serve. See that? So even when you go to the humble beginnings, and in particular right here in Genesis, the 4th chapter, it gives you a glimpse into the future of Cain. He would be a servant, tiller of the ground. Go ahead. Is there more of that?
It says, serve another by labor.
Yeah, you're going to serve us by labor. And again, someone will say, you reading out of Genesis, the 4th chapter. Well, when you read, what's that, Isaiah, right. The Lord said he declared the end. The Lord said he declared the end from the beginning, man. So even within the heading, this book in its entirety captures the very essence of prophecy, saying that the spirit of Yahweh Shai dwells with it. It is not written, the Lord is the word. What?
To serve as subjects.
Yeah, you're going to be subject. That word subject goes to the under rule, man. devils are going to be subject to us. And see, that broad, she was like that was an eye-opening moment because she really showed you how all these devils fit.
She was outspoken.
Right, she just had a shot. And you add the heat, you can
How
pound
to say this? You hit that sun?
Yeah, that bitch hit the sun. And that bitch, niggas.
You like, brother, I don't know who said to the chat. My brother was on the highway in California. Niggas!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure did. Yeah. He ran into the wall. Yeah, I'm sure did. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure did.
Come on, Abby, more.
God, it says to be led to serve.
To be led to serve. So that's prophecy. Right? Revelation 13, he's leading in captivity. You shall go into captivity. You dig into the scripture. Right? There you go.
I knew that related to son.
Y'all in the right place. Y'all ain't need to be, but I ain't a place I ain't need to be. Right?
You know where you're going. Right, so hey, read that part again. Right?
God, it says to be led to serve.
To be led to serve. So Revelation 13 chapter again speaks about those who lead in captivity, going into captivity. That's really going into Cain, man. And his offspring. So the scriptures, if you did, it show you. You know? The secrets are unveiled. You find out that that's not as a random statement as one might think. Because you had these devils say, well, hold up, black people had slaves. Well, no, this particular slave would be Cain and his offspring. Which, you think about it, you bringing us into captivity, God made that famous. You had to dig out other captivity. You got to go do all this research you found what I had in this slave. But all you have to do is just pull up Black History Month, and it's all over the place. So the Lord made you bringing us into captivity so that the judgment will be clear. Excuse me, man, we on camera.
Hey, I don't care.
See?
I know what I'm talking about.
What you drinking?
What I want.
All right, devil. All right, devil, get out of here. Get out of here. Move, devil. You the devil. You the devil. Get out of here.
Hey, what do you call 9/11?
Get out of here. Get out of here.
What do you call 9/11?
Get out of here.
I don't have to get out of here anyway.
Hey,
That's public property. This is public property.
We're trying to know that you ain't know already. We're trying to figure out.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out what you guys are doing.
You're going to look at the sign. First of all, you're going to look at what we got going on. You're going to look at the pictures there. That's the main sign right
You
there.
go in the restaurant, you look at the menu.
There you go. Look at the menu. How do you answer that right there?
You agree with that?
Oh, that's true.
You think that's going to happen? According to the Bible? All right. Why is America going to be destroyed?
Because of all the evil.
Thank you. Who ruled over America? So-called white man. So the so-called white man ain't wicked. So-called white man ain't wicked. Who said the policy?
All wicked.
I ain't saying white man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
All wicked.
The wicked.
The wicked. The scripture is about the wicked. So-called white man ain't the wicked.
So you say the white
How did so-called white man get America? Was it not by blood? Did he not slaughter the Israelites? Tribes of Reuben and Gad? Was it not up to 4 million natives slaughtered through a 4-year campaign? Under what's that guy named? Crystal Ball? Who was Luther Kingpin?
Don't even know.
That's not a that's not a real person. Right. Why are you not addressing? So that wasn't. So that didn't happen. 4 million. You brought up one man. We said brought up 4 million people. Genocide. And the nigga said this nigga said get out of here, devil.
Yes, he is.
What are you calling?
So-called white man gonna be destroyed. Y'all the real niggas. White man is the real nigga. You're right. You're so-called. You're a nigga. Right. You're reading that off your spirit.
I think you're all.
So I'm gonna ask you again. Y'all seem to not address that. Did not the white man come over here and destroy the natives and take their land?
I am a native. I am a native.
That's the devil, man.
I
That's
am
the
a
devil.
native.
He can't tell the truth. He can't even agree.
I
He can't
am a
even say.
native.
He can't even say. You know.
I'm an Indian native right here.
No.
Daddy, your mama's side.
Yeah.
Your father's side or your mother's side?
My father? No, I don't know him.
His name.
Ralph Leroy Travis.
You might know. You could be a stiff nigga Israelite. I mean, the word Leroy. Well, that word Leroy, yeah.
Look down. See, you would have saw Native Americans if you look down here.
But you would acknowledge that.
Right, but she still want to acknowledge the fact that the white man came over and destroyed America. All right, let me ask you this: the LGBTQ is that righteous in the eyes of the Lord? Homosexuals and gays. Like who promotes that? See, that wasn't just a random. That was promoted. If the person in power doesn't stop it, that means he's guilty. He's guilty. He set the policy. He set the policy.
No, emotional people did that because they got no strains on their own self-control.
No, but I'm saying, you know what you do to a person like that? You put them to death. You don't give them the luxury to continue.
Okay, you say kill them?
Right, the scriptures say kill them. The Bible say kill them, man. The Bible says man live with mankind
What
as he
verse
live.
is that?
That's Leviticus the 20th chapter, the 13th verse.
Well, read it.
If man live with mankind, if he live with a woman, they have both committed an abomination, and they shall
Well, I
surely be put
know all
to death.
that.
Okay, you see that?
I already know all that. But I'm asking,
And then they'll say, well, this is the new civil rights.
you can't even quote. How can you can't quote?
We can read the scripture. Let's enclose
Read
this.
it.
Book of Leviticus. Leviticus chapter 20.
Yeah. Can y'all back up a little bit?
You guys like just thinking.
Leviticus 20 and 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death.
Right, I
Their
already
blood
know
shall be upon you.
So yes. Well, that's true then. You believe that, right? Well, okay. No. But at the end of the day, yeah, you can be an Israelite. And then she did come up all stiff neck, this in the spirit. Stiff spirit. You also, as your father, and she called her father. So you can be an Israelite. You can be one of the on the side. But overall, the so-called white man, because we don't just look at color.
Well, the thing about it is, both of us.
Right? No, that's not in the scripture.
Yes, it is.
What about?
We're about everywhere. Read it all. It's all through
And he
the
said,
Bible.
so-called white man didn't number on it.
It's all through the Bible.
No.
You gotta know when you're wrong.
Right, exactly.
You gotta know when you're wrong, and then you got when you're wrong, you're wrong. You just gotta know when you're
Says
wrong.
love everybody.
He said, "Where is it?" You know what I'm saying? It's others. You're bringing out scripture.
Yeah.
Others, where is that? Like, you know.
You talking about some slavery shit again.
Do I know where it's at?
Hey, you get that,
I'm
go
not
ahead,
about
man.
to be
Now the
broke,
nigga
I
brought
know
Kuta Kente out
All right,
there.
so quote it. All you gotta do is
I know.
that's how I mean, that's what we up here doing. We up here teaching the Bible. That's why we're gonna bring it up. We're not just gonna talk like he's talking.
A dog, dude. Dog, dude.
What about the birds?
Well, that's like God upside down, you know. He's a dog,
Oh,
right? Backwards.
I mean, but you know what? Under the watch, well, you know, under the watch of Esau, he confused the people. Right? That's what it is. So the average person just confused.
The land of darkness.
Right, the land of darkness. We went into that.
Even if darkness is
Right,
there.
yeah. And that's in the snare. The Bible is a snare. Once you try to engage in the Bible, the spirit of it, you're going to be snared.
Saying yours.
Yeah, exactly. We would rather, we would rather y'all just go. Yeah.
When y'all get done, Are y'all gonna go home and drink your beer?
Oh no, we might, yeah. Might just do that. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Hey,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Getting warm, man. You better go and knock it down, man.
We're gonna drink that water right now.
Esau in his natural habitat, his original habitat.
Right.
I don't know about you, mate. I don't know about this one right here. He's a man.
This fucking Edomite sick, man. It's like being in a horror house, you know?
Esau in his original habitat. Worthless.
how much
Well-
like
So you're in judgment of calling him worthless?
We got the right to judge according to the Bible. Hey, can y'all move aside, please? I mean, you can stand, but just move aside. We got the camera. We'll ask you nicely to move aside. Right, see what I'm saying?
I hope they put me on video with y'all saying, well, I know,
I'm
you
trying
know,
to tell you.
what I
What
know,
was that? Little Nicky came right out of here.
Ain't nothing out.
That's little Nicky, man.
If you're an Edomite, you see, if you're an Edomite, God don't love you.
Like, God, there's certain people that God don't love.
Nah, that's a lie. Bible don't say that. Bible don't promote that. Bible don't promote that.
I can't wait till the Lord destroy America. Yeah. Like, just look at this thing, man. You know, motherfuckers actually on dates, you got grown men on dates. Right? So-called white man here, right there.
I just want to let you know.
money talk, bullshit walk,
Don't do all that.
money talk.
Hey, with that, we all
I
praise.
just want to let you know
honor.
that
I got my
God did
bad.
all the time.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, that's my
You
bad.
know what else? You don't discriminate against nobody.
All
Hey,
right.
I hope y'all have a good
Hey,
night.
so with that, we give all praise, honor, and
Jesus
glory.
loves y'all.
Double honor to our teachers. The head apostles, the
God
elders,
is
the great
different.
Shalom to the
Hey.
labors out there.
Hey.
God was believed.
God loves you.
Shalom.
Very soon.
Hey, show the camera. Show the camera.
Show the camera.
That's
Show the
right.
camera.
Do it to the
Show the
camera.
camera.
Get up in there. Get up in there.
Get up in the camera.
Get back.
Get
Get
closer.
up in the
Get
camera,
closer.
man. Get close to the camera.
All right, well. Hello, how you doing?
There you go. You're part of this movement, baby.
Yeah, that's good, man.
You're part of this movement.
Hey, instinctively, he can't help it. He does the head.
Like that.